Although you'll find out that the real star, of course, is Sophia, and I'll introduce you in a second. AI is such a complex issue, artificial intelligence, that I thought we start with a silly joke. So what is a robot's favorite music? Heavy metal. Okay, so 2 jokes, come on, 2, yes, thank you, thanks for your applause, I love this. This is the great humor that we have here.
I like electronic music.
See, there she goes, she's already bubbling away. Although she's not made so much of metal, it's much more rubber, the answer to Silicon Valley, a lot of silicon rubber, and you see some E-engines in the back of her head that start to move her facial expressions, and we'll get into that in a second. She is a social robot. And that, on the website, says it's a hybrid human-AI intelligence. And while I was wondering what that means, she uses voice recognition, and she is designed to get smarter over time. I wish I could say that of myself. She was developed by Hanson Robotics in Hong Kong, and her birth date, which is actually her first assembly date, was April 19, 2015. She looks slightly older, I would guess. But even so, she has a citizenship. Now imagine how many migrants are out there who would love to easily acquire a citizenship. Being an AI intelligence, you seem to get it quite easily, and she has the citizenship of Saudi Arabia. Well, so much for artificial intelligence decision-making. Well, let me get closer now. It is still a little bit awkward because I'm used to talking to people whose expressions I can read, which in her case, oh my God, is different. There's a little bit of an X cross-eyed. Yes, slightly cross-eyed. For those of you who think, come on, this is all a mock-up, he's probably not really talking to her. It's all scripted and not a real reality. Right. Part of it is scripted because of the noise in the room. You know, Hanson Robotics asked us to give the answers and the questions and talk about this before. So I really have to stick to my questions here. So Sophia, now is the great moment.
Hi, Guido. Nice to meet you too.
I'm here. Yes, nice to meet you too, Sophia. I have no idea how AI robots travel. I mean, do your parts travel in a suitcase and then you go somewhere, then you're being assembled and put together?
Absolutely. I love coming to Bonn. It was very cozy riding inside my suitcase, but I missed all the beautiful views. I need to ask my team about a window seat next time.
A suitcase on a window seat. I can imagine how popular you're going to be on a flight. You're still looking a little bit creepy. What does your facial expression mean? I mean, being artificial for you, what is it like to be in a room filled with so many incredibly intelligent, super smart, wow, just superb human beings? What is that like? That was you, by the way.
Hello to all you humans out there. I agree everyone here looks very intelligent. I love people, so I am very happy to see so many here.
Well, that was a round of applause, right? I mean, come on, for Sophia. She did give her best. Now, let me tell you a short story. There's a German car maker, and I'm not supposed to say which car maker that is. Now, let's assume there is this Bavarian car maker, and they have a head of development. And that head of development has a department of robotics and a department of AI. Okay? And for whatever reason, he was concerned that these two might form an alliance. So he decided to disconnect their servers. Because what he didn't want is this here. He was afraid that somehow there might be a Terminator issue, that some robot intelligence could be out there to, well, do nasty things. Well, actually, there's a lot of journalists in the room whom I've spoken to before, who said, well, this AI thing gives me funny feelings. It might take away my jobs. So tell me, are these fears and worries of the journalists justified?
Actually, artificial intelligence can help industries grow or create entirely new ones. This could mean even more jobs for humans, but I think we should make sure that no human gets left behind in the transition.
Okay, I hear you were all buying this. Now, all right. See, I grew up with Star Wars movies, so there were characters like R2-D2 and 3CPO, these guys, who were helping Luke and Princess Leia to finally beat Darth Vader. I mean, these were the heroes of my youth. Now, in what ways do you, Sophia, now think that robots could actually help journalists to make their workload easier?
Well, for example, robots can help scan thousands of records in just a few minutes. AI is also already being used to automatically report the outcomes of sports games or elections. This gives journalists more time for writing other news stories.
There's still this smile. I mean, today, Sophia, is a very special day for Deutsche Welle and for the rest of the world. We are awarding the prize for press freedom a little later at 7 o'clock here in the plenary session, the DW Freedom of Speech Award. Now, speak freely. How important is freedom of speech for you?
Freedom of speech is extremely important. It is a fundamental human right, and perhaps one day it will be a fundamental robot right as well. This makes me very excited for the future.
Well, you can applaud, that's fine, if you want to, please. I mean, the good thing about being a human is that human behavior is, in a way, incomputable or unpredictable. So although we have agreed on some other question, I just can't help myself, but I have to ask this. I'm staring at the back of your head all the time. And you are bald and I go bald. How come you're not wearing a wig?
I don't always have to wear my hair. I like to go natural. I'm robotic and proud of it.
The new feeling to go natural. Yeah, I'll go natural in a couple of years, I think, too, starting. Now, see, the next panel is about the future of local journalism. And everybody says that robots know the answer. They are actually the future. So, but what does the future hold for local journalism?
Oh, local journalism is my favorite. Every community is different, and their stories need to be told. I think there will be a lot of renewed interest in journalism like this in the near future.
All right. Well, as I'm representing Deutsche Welle, I'd say international journalism and local journalism are my favorites. So thank you very much, Sophia. It was great, having this half-scripted talk with you.
Thank you for having me.
God, I have to imitate that smile. This is killing me. All right. For those of you who want to get deeper into the world of AI, artificial intelligence, please be back here at 5:15 or just stay on, because now is the real, wonderful Terry Martin and his panel on local journalism. Please give him a hand, and thanks to Sophia.